shame about these people. This ain't right. Another thing that Mammon will pay for.
So, Flynn, have you found what you were looking for?
Well, at least I know what the train feels like, what to look for. Once I broaden the range of my esoteric aura, or sixth sense, whatever you call it, I should be able to find our Hellgate station.
We're good. And we're injured as well. Not just good, we're injured. Let's see. This is a speed 2. Let's just get all the cards up in here. Oh. Oh. Yeah, let's just keep it there. And then we're going to worry about the cards when the time comes. Let's keep moving then. Let's look for the native emissary at military camp. Where would that be? It's over here? Let's do it. Visit the quartermaster. Yep. The commander. Ask about the emissary.
A group of friendly natives from the south sent one of their own to parley with you. Have you seen anyone like that?
We caught one, if that's what you're asking. He was observing our camp. You do understand our situation. We must be careful. Every native seen might be a shadow dance spy. You can go see him in the makeshift prison. My men roughed him up, but he's still in one piece. We'll let him go once we learn about the shadow dance's camp location. Oh, I know where it is. Yeah, it's totally fine. Let's visit the jail. The emissary was just a teen boy. He sat in a flimsy cage guarded by 2 bored soldiers, his hands and feet tied. At least they fed the boy from time to time. Kalish spoke to the boy, and as soon as she mentioned his home, the boy's face brightened. He swore he knew nothing of the shadow dance. We have already found that shadow dance camp the lieutenant is after, remember? Let's just report its location to him. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm gonna report it. Here, we found your shadow dance camp. Now free the boy. He's got nothing to do with him. And so, Lieutenant Drake, reasonable man, if I had ever seen one, let his prisoner free. We were ready to return to Lalanette's village to report the happy ending. Pretty good. And this is also the place where we can buy the super machine gun, which we will. Is there a point? Effective range is pretty good. It's just a normal shoot. Can counter. Oh. That's pretty important, isn't it? This weird prototype of a rifle is outfitted with a rotating cartridge chamber mechanism, not unlike that used in revolvers. Thanks to this solution, the rifle gained a higher rate of fire, but the complicated construction significantly reduced its accuracy. And the character gains minus 25% chance to hit when using the weapon. You know what? That sucks. Because it doesn't even do that much damage. No, it does, actually. The minus 25% chance to hit is the worst thing. I'm not going to buy it solely based on that. But the 8 damage for 2 action points is reasonable. Yeah, but the chance to hit, don't do that. Thanks. See you later, then. Let's go talk to the elders. Talk to the natives. And tell the chieftain that you freed the emissary. We managed to free the boy. He's safe and sound and should come home soon. You have my word. He's grateful. Now he and the elders will need to decide how to proceed. He wants us to take this artifact as a reward. You should feel honored. I do feel honored. I might want to heal as well. Besides feeling honored. Let's think about it. So we don't have any new info. And in terms of health, we're all reasonably injured. So I like that. This artifact is actually a weapon, which is great. It does 3 damage, just as normal. It applies cripples. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know that I like it, but we have that, so that's good news. And we're indeed going to heal. Thanks very much. I think it's time for us to continue with our expedition then.
All right, let's look over there.
Pine Falls, a fine town. Finally, we were welcomed by the hustle and bustle of a true, hard Western society. Luckily for Deer and Bill, people were so busy, no one even looked at us twice. I'm gonna look around town.
New town, new trouble. Ha! Makes me feel alive again.
It seemed that all that commotion was tied to a rescue expedition, the good folk of Pine Falls rushing to the aid of their brethren in Boomtown. Right, more like their greed and fear. They needed the furs, and they needed the trains grounded at Boomtown. And to do that, they needed to clear the great avalanche blocking the eastern path.
This is serious. If that pass isn't cleared soon, the people in that valley, including everyone in Boomtown, won't survive that freak winter.
Well, I wish them luck, really, but we have more pressing matters to attend to currently. Let's check the town's notice board. There were 2 wanted posters hanging on the notice board, among some petty old leaflets. Ernie Barguckle.
Wanted, preferably alive. Murderer of Mrs. Merringer and her unborn child, one Ernest Barguckle. If you have any information regarding Ernie, visit the sheriff's office.
I will take the poster. Ah, yes, Ernie. Sleazy bastard. Used to rob remote trading posts, but during his last job he accidentally killed the local pastor's pregnant wife. The folks here are quite eager to hang him. Before this crazy winter, some rider saw him around Hunchback Pass. What about Pilot here?
Wanted, preferably dead. Mysterious murderer and torturer at large. Nicknamed Pilot. Visit sheriff's office for more information.
I will take that. We'll hunt down this killer down. Yeah, we will. Let's, so we have the doctor's office here. We went to visit the local surgeon, and we got $20 for that. We have the store. Hello, good sir. Welcome to, quote, T. Brown and Son, unquote, exclamation mark, and I'm the son, ha. How may I be of service? How's it going? Good, sir. The government finally sent the army to fight those aggressive natives, but people say they came underprepared and are stuck here, just like we are. And we have to trade here. We have a rope. Quest item, I'll take that. Quite important. Also always buy quest items. Get the, do I need that many? I don't think I need that many. I have too many anyway, so we're good. Bandages, I mean. We got dynamites. Oh, that's really handy. I'll buy 2. In fact, I should buy probably 3. And we have a sawed-off shotgun over here for 2 damage. Yeah, don't need that. The rest of the stuff is good. Thanks for that, sir. I'll see you later. Let's visit the sheriff's office. Sheriff Tom seemed like a cozy, lazy bastard, but something in his eyes told me he was not to be trifled with. I'm gonna ask about Ernie. If you're after Ernie, I can only wish you luck. He holed up somewhere at the Hunchback Pass, and I doubt anyone will manage to rat him out of there before all the snow thaws. Still, if you want to try, be my guest. Be warned, though, that Ernie is afraid of nothing. Well, maybe except fire, since he got severely burned as a kid. Do you say maybe? Are you just guessing? Because that's not... What is this? Game of Thrones? What can you tell me about Pine Falls, Sheriff? Oh, it's a nice, peaceful town. I would prefer it to stay that way. I'm going to ask about Pilot. Ah, this one's a pain in the ass. We have a loony on the loose. Killing people, nailing them to crosses, torturing them. Because torturing is a transitive verb. Anyway, the worst thing is that the state had a similar problem 15 years ago. And then one day just stopped. Now this, quote, Pilot, unquote, is back and killing again. Townsfolk are scared. Heard that Saul from the local saloon is pulling extra cash for whoever finds and kills the bastard. If you want to hunt Pilot down, you might want to look around the crime scene. Sadie Marlowe was found on a cross right in front of her own house. Right there. I'll make it for you. Thanks. It's very handy. Let's visit the Sal's Saloon. We entered Sal's Saloon. It was a place full of two-faced scum who kept smiles on their faces while wringing suckers out to the very last cent. Not my favorite joint in town, but we were not there to drink. After we mentioned Pilot, Sal asked us to follow him to his small office.
Tom's right. I'm gathering extra cash for the reward. People are terrified. You never know when you might stumble across a victim nailed to a cross in the wilds. If you really want to catch the bastard, there is one man who might help. A trapper named Bergson. I'll mark his ranch on your map.
Don't worry, I've been there. And we're not going to do the main quest, because we have side quests for days. Let's go to Bergson's place. It seemed like Bergson wasn't home this time. Inside, we found signs of combat and blood. Someone took Bergson and moved him somewhere. At least the tracks were quite fresh. And we're going to follow them.
Yeah, those are Bergson's tracks. Really shouldn't come out in those fancy boots in this weather. Has been followed, though.
More tracks! Bergson must be near. I wonder if he met whoever was... Oh, actually, whomever in this case, because it's correct. Whomever was stalking him. It's correct, because you're meeting somebody. Yes, I thought, well, either way. We got this. Pilot got to Bergson before we managed to talk to him about it. There he was, nailed to a cross and horribly mutilated. Before we mercifully ended his torment, he managed to give us a name. Keller. Keller. I know a man by that name. He has a farm not far from Pine Falls. But is it the name of the killer or the next victim? Keller's farm. Let's investigate Keller's ties to Pilot. Are you there, Mr. Keller? We have some questions for you. But Keller was also gone. Worried, we broke in and searched the house, but couldn't find anything conclusive. What did we miss? The answer must have been there, but to find it, we would have to learn more about the case. Interesting. Really? Huh. Well, let's go investigate Sadie Marlowe's house.
Oh, we need to get out of this shit.
Carefully searching the house for clues, we found two interesting things. An old photograph of a group of people in front of Sal's saloon, and a knife-carved sentence above the door inside, which Lazarus identified as a Bible quote. Quote, "Behold a pale horse, and he who sat on it had the name Death, and Hades was following with him." I don't know what that means, but I think that might allow us to do something here. I don't know. We'll see.
Winters here can be harsh, but this one...
Keller still wasn't here. We decided to search the house just in case. Remembering the Bible quote from Sadie's house, Lazarus found Keller's Bible. The same photograph was stuck between the pages of Revelations, from whence the quote came.
And look at the photo. All the people in it are marked with X's, except... Could this be Sal himself, only younger?
It could. It could be.
Yeah! Let's get out of this cold!
Are we supposed to go there? No, that's the other one. Warren Pine Falls. Oh, no, I do need to come
Where
here.
did all this snow come from?
The sky. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
Shut up. We entered Sal's saloon, but Sal wasn't there. Or home, either. Some drunkard slurred something about Sal rushing to an old silver mine when we asked about the hosts. We left in a hurry, hoping we were finally getting close to the end of that bloody chase.
We could all use some hot coffee.
We could, actually, yes. That is very good. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go here. It was an old shallow mine, and I'm going to rush inside looking for Sal. Drawing our guns, we rushed inside. There, in the light of some mining lamps, we found Keller and Sal. Sal was tied to a chair. Keller had his gun pointed at the saloon owner's head. This guy's wanted dead or alive. I'm just going to shoot Keller before he kills Sal. I didn't want to take any chances. We were all quiet as we wrapped Keller's body to present it to the sheriff. There we go. Pretty straightforward. And we can get the bounty for that.
What a story!
I always forget their voices. Don't worry about it.
Let me grab a pen and some paper.
The newspapers will lose their shit over this. Oh, right. Here's your reward, plus some extra from that old bastard Sal's bull. That's very nice. And we have the other one.
Pictured hell is a whole lot warmer.
Here. It took us hours to track down Ernie in the Hunchback Pass. Finally, we approached a solid hunting tree. Maybe haunting tree? I don't know. Hunting tree stand perched high on a mighty fir. I don't know what that means. Either way, there we saw light and smoke coming out of it. It had to be the place. We're going to approach the tree stand. It's a tree stand. I don't know what that means. Once we moved toward the stand, we heard shots and the snow around us exploded in gunfire. That bastard had a perfect position. It was no mystery now why no one had managed to bring him down. We pulled back and hid some distance away from the tree. And we're going to draw on Klylish's experience here. And we're going to get a Hawkeye rifle as well. You stay here as a diversion while I double back, crawling through the snow and get him from behind. I'll end this swiftly. Keep shooting and make sure he thinks we're all here. After an hour or so, we heard a single shot. That was the only shot in this whole affair. Apparently, the keep shooting thing was... We forgot about that. And wounded Ernie fell from the stand onto the snow. Klylish joined us soon enough, looking like a snow woman.
To do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice.
Now that it's done, we should get back to Pine Falls and the sheriff's office, rather.
We should.
Lucky we
Sorry to cut you off there. We got Hawkeye rifle. That's pretty sweet. And of course, we have our wanted posters.
These horses.
Let's see what we can do. Get the bounty.
I'm surprised you managed to catch him alive.
We did catch him alive. What the hell was that single gunshot for? Either way.
Well, folks will have their spectacle after all. Here's your reward. Well earned, pal.
And I guess that's it. That's all the side quests. So we have another one here. We also should go... go to the store. No. It's not what I meant to do. Or what I wanted to do. We could buy more provisions. Since we're not buying the super machine gun. Or any weapons for that matter. Just have more of them. Although we're not using them that much anyway. Nail bomb. Applies bleeding. Damage 3. Nope. We're going to leave it as that. I think we're going to do the main quests. Let's talk to the head of the Icebreaker expedition. We stood in the street, smoking and going through our munitions, while Lazarus had been parleying with the expedition foreman. He seemed to be quite respected in Pine Falls. After a long while, he walked back to us and explained the situation.
They have two main problems they need to solve to get this expedition underway. And that means we have two problems, since we desperately need to get to Boomtown. First, they need workers, and not the soft townsfolk of Pine Falls, no. They need seasoned pioneers, like the people from Kalakala. And two, they need an expert, someone who did similar work in the past. Good news is they already found one. Bad news? He got lost somewhere north of here. Vanished without a trace. If we want to get to Boomtown and grab the siphon, we'll need to help them solve those problems.
Why do we always have to do these people's dirty jobs?
Thank you, Flynn.
I wonder what would happen if for once we would ask them for help. I bet they would drop everything and risk their lives straight away.
Come now, Flynn. These people suffered enough. We might as well help them along the way.
Ooh. Let's side with Flynn, because I need her help. Flynn is right. We're not some jolly do-gooders. We have serious work to do. They are lucky we need this expedition to succeed.
Since we have already been to Kalakala and we saw no one survived, maybe we should ask the refugees we met at Zeke's trading post if they would be willing to join the expedition's efforts. As for the missing engineer,
Oh, it's an engineer. I thought he was like a specialist. He said specialist. Anyway,
I have no idea who might have taken him. The cursed Moses O'lKane and his whole clan of inbreds. I can lead you there. I have an idea who might have taken him. That's what he says.
well, folks, seems like finding that engineer is our priority now. Lead the way, preacher. There's no time to lose. And we can do that. And in terms of our health, everything is fine. So we should go there right away. Lazarus led us northward until we saw a snow-covered farmland in a cozy valley by the frozen lake. According to Lazarus, this land belonged to the O'lKane clan. He suspected they were behind all the strange disappearances around Pine Falls. They don't look very friendly from afar.
I had some dealings with the O'lKane clan in the past. They were never right in the head, mark my words.
If they have our engineer, we should order them to set him free. Surely they won't move against an armed force like us.
You don't get it. These people are fanatics. If Moses O'lKane told them to set themselves and their families on fire, they would beg him for matches. Treat them like rabid animals and put them down.
Ever since Moses found that strange occult folio, a book of foul witchcraft, they became even more unstable. Anyway, let's get closer and see what we're dealing with.
Let's do that. Well, let's see. Maximum luck. That doesn't quite matter. I suppose I could give you this. And that gives her Brawler. Shadow Swap 3, actually. What is that? Speed. You can get that. And maximum luck. Maximum luck, that really doesn't matter because you don't play with it. Because you're going to die if you play with luck. Because you're missing things. At least I don't think it's possible to play. That's my posse. Let's do this.
This is it. The O'lKane clan's property.
Man, this place is crawling with O'lKane boys. Any way we could reason with them?
You do not reason with the devil, Carter. It never ends well.
Amen to that, preacher.
And here's Moses O'lKane himself. Today, through our hands, God will cut him down. End his madness.
Maybe we could also look for that missing engineer. Who knows what they are going to do to him if we don't free him fast.
And don't forget about O'lKane's book. I'd really love to take a gander at it if we get a chance.
Yeah, well, let's not try to do everything at once, shall we?
No, we're going to do everything at once.
Let us cleanse this land and cast away the children of the devil with holy lead.
Cut the church talk, Padre. You ain't fooling no one. Now let's get down there.
This guy's insane. So he says, let's not do everything at once, which is what we do. And also, he starts off with, oh yeah, I'm into that, priest. And then, no, padre, no. I have no idea what he's on about. Let's see, we have a Demolisher. That's 1 shot, 1 kill. We have a Rifleman, which is another 1 shot, 1 kill. I wouldn't mind getting Flynn up there.
Looking for trouble?
She needs line of sight. She needs line of sight, which any place here would do. We got 83%. Yeah,
I'm always ready.
that's pretty good. I think we got this. So, she moves here. Takes the wrong weapon. Be careful, Colonel. Takes that shot and kills the Rifleman. Then moves anywhere. Actually, not anywhere. In a place that would be good for a Shadow Barrage.
Lazarus, go thump that Bible somewhere else. I've seen enough of that book. Looking for a better spot.
That was not what I meant to do. What I meant to do was kill somebody else. Do we just send Lazarus first. Like, kill that guy, for example. I think that would be a good idea.
One and only.
Flynn
Let's do this.
now kills this guy. And switches positions. And from there, she can kill the rest. Because this allows Jin to go in and do the Shadow Barrage. She's probably not going to reach over there. Oh, actually, the Shadow Barrage is looking pretty grim. Oof. That sucks. That sucks. We can get a kill, but it still sucks.
Yeah. Now you're gonna pay.
Because we do that damage, and then she can just shoot people and kill them all. Because now they all have very low health.
I got this one. I'll try.
Pretty good. Now, let's look at our objectives. Take the occult grimoire from Moses' house, which is all the way up there. Not a problem.
What's Jen short for? My fucking temper. That's what.
I like that. That is a really good line. It doesn't mean much, but it's fun. It's a fun line.
You're leaving me no choice here. I hope you're ready for what comes next.
No, don't worry. I mean, what do you think is gonna come next?